Hello, hello, hello. You're tuning into another episode of TheWunderkindShow. Today's first topic, Jonas Shaffer goes in on Lamar Jackson. Now, here's my problem with this, because I'm going to read what he wrote. But it seems that during this time every year, because there's not a lot to talk about, so you have to be creative, like how this channel's creative on, giving good content. The easy way of doing it is going to the well, and the name of the well is criticize Lamar. Because it's like, we'll criticize him, and it's going to get a whole bunch of media attention, and his fans and stuff are going to come there and come after us. So that's the perfect thing to do, and it's tiring and sickening. But I'm going to read what he wrote, and then I'm going to go on what he wrote, okay? So this is what Jonas Shaffer said, and I quote, "The Ravens had one of the NFL's worst deep passing games last season. I charted all 45 of Lamar Jackson's attempts to see what went wrong. My top takeaway, Lamar missed a lot of open throws. My analysis and video, more here." Look. Saying it, you know what you're doing. Hey, yo, you know what you're doing. And it's sad, right? Because I keep saying this, right? The easiest thing to do is to take shots at Lamar. Easiest thing to do. Easiest thing to do. We watch the games as fans. We watch. Are there some throws that he missed? Of course. But like I've said in previous videos, every quarterback misses throws. Wide open throws. Some of them you're like, man, I wish I had that one back. All of them do. All of them do. But Lamar's gets magnified. And the worst thing about Lamar was carrying more on his plate than those other guys who were still missing their throws. But you don't hear nothing about that. And he had a carousel at wide receiver. Tell me this, and tell me if I'm wrong, because everyone say, you're just defending him and stuff like that. Was hitting the deep ball ever a problem when he had Marquise Brown? Was it a problem when he had, what's his name? Sammy Watkins? Was it even a problem when he was actually throwing it to Deshaun Jackson? No. You know why? Because they can actually catch and run deep routes. Was he missing Bateman? No. What you don't bring up, see, there's context and everything, was that depth of target and difficulty of target. Lamar had, out of the top 10 hardest passes / the catches, Lamar out of the 10 had 5 of them. Because the receivers weren't getting any separation. They weren't. So it's all about timing. It's like, okay, he's going to be here when I throw it. Even when he sometimes would lay it out, they couldn't get to the ball. Then it's like, are you serious? Then other times, okay, I'm going to put it right on you. You put it on you, then they drop it. So the past game was nothing but a carousel. And you going and saying, I did a video and most of the problems I take away, Lamar was the problem. Bro, man, I swear, it's so funny. It's ridiculous. And to Jonas Shaffer, because you said that, that's what needs to happen. You need to get thrown out of here. You need to get out of the club. Throw it out of there. Because that's ridiculous. We all, listen, us as fans, no. And I don't want to hear anybody that loves, putting down Lamar coming into the comments and being like, you're just a Lamar lover and there can't be no criticism of him. I've criticized him on this channel, but I'm fair in my criticisms. You understand what that is? That's like me criticizing somebody heavily like how y'all want me to, right? When you're asking them to do everything. They don't have the weapons. They don't have the protection. And you're asking them to run, throw, and carry an entire offense in the NFL pretty much by themselves. And last year, there were games that Mark Andrews wasn't even playing. He was out, and he's his most reliable target. So please tell me that I'm tripping. Bro, I've never seen so, and I keep saying this, it's like it's ingrained. Let's take shots at Lamar. Lamar could just be chilling. Let's take a shot of him. And you're gonna hear it start coming up as everything starts ramping back up for the NFL season. Is Lamar Jackson overpaid? Did the Ravens make a mistake paying him? Should they have let him graduate? Should they have let him go to another team? No other quarterback faces that. None. There were literal debates debating that Daniel Jones might be a better quarterback than Lamar Jackson. Trevor Lawrence might be a better quarterback than Lamar Jackson. I'm like, bro, like, what are you guys doing? We always talk about most disrespected MVPs of all time, and Cam Newton has to be top 3 on everybody's list. But Lamar Jackson is number 1. Numero uno. And it's ridiculous. Like, why all the hate? Why all of the trash talk? There is no reason for you to, but there's none. If he's missed throws, of course, I've said this before, he's going to miss throws. Joe Burrow has the best wide receiving core in the entire NFL. He also has the 3rd highest percentage of checkdowns in the NFL. Go look how much times Joe Burrow has missed his receivers. And then go tell me something. And y'all sing y'all sing the praises of Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Lawrence. Every time they come up, y'all be just like this. Oh, the long hair, the blue eyes. Oh, yes, Jesus. That's how y'all be. And get mad that I'll defend Lamar. Because you're not giving him proper criticism. Lamar knows when he has a bad game. Has he had bad games? Yes. Of course he has. Every player's had bad games. I remember one of the worst games he ever had was the one when I think he threw, was it 3 interceptions against the Browns? 3 or 4, something like that. That was a horrible game by him. That's called being fair. That's proper criticism. Like, yo, it's a horrible game. He knows that. The hardest person on Lamar is Lamar. But then you guys will say, oh, well, he misses a whole bunch of throws. What? I asked this, right? Jay, what did I say? Jay, y'all about to put me into my actor mode. But go look at all the passes that were dropped by his receivers. None of you seem to bring that up. None of you. When we had Greg Roman and Greg Roman was a problem, none of you were bringing that up. You were just blaming Lamar. You were just, oh, it's Lamar. Every single one of you. So then I ask him, like, okay, so then when he wins, it's because of great coaching. It's because of talent on the team. But if he loses, it's all Lamar's fault. It's all his fault. I mean, it's him. It's all him. But there was like 5 drop passes in this game. So what? He needs to make it work. Make it work. It's so, bro, I be looking at them sometimes like, yeah, I'm Jamaican, so you know I got that kiss in the teeth down. That's how I be like when I be hearing them talk. And Jonas, listen, I'm going to be real with you. I don't hate nobody. You understand where I'm coming from? The only person I truly disliked was Jamison Hensley. I don't hate Jonas Shaffer. I don't know the guy. The one I disliked the most was Hensley. I do not like Hensley. Like, straight up, every time I seen or heard him talk, I just had this voice just coming in my head.
Finish him, Daddy.
And I was about, I wanted to go in on him every single time. Because he was the most lopsided reporter for a team I've ever seen. The most negative reporter for a team I've ever seen. And that's my point. The national media has already painted him as the villain. Even if, and since it's nothing set in stone, we don't know how life is going to turn out. even if Lamar wins MVP next season, he wins the Super Bowl next season, they will call it a flash in the pan. And they will give all the credit and adulation to John Harbaugh's coaching and to the acquirement of Todd Monken. And they'll say, oh, that's why. I mean, if he could do it with Lamar, he could do it with so many other guys. I mean, he's so lucky to finally have him. And it's like, bro, you know what I would hearken it to? Greg Popovich is a great coach. What has Greg Popovich been without Tim Duncan? Manu Ginobili? Tony Parker? You get where I'm coming from? Because at the end of the day, players have to play. Bill Belichick is regarded as the greatest coach in the history of the NFL. How has he been without Tom Brady? And they'll say it. They'll say, hey, it looked like it was more Brady than Belichick. Belichick's a genius, but players got to play. Not when it comes to him. And that's my problem. It's my problem. Like, what are you doing? There are so many discrepancies and deficiencies on the Ravens that you could make. But the one that he misses a lot of targets. That's my assessment. It's like, bro, you like he wasn't at the games watching dudes drop the ball, watching dudes run the wrong route, watching dudes slow up on routes, overrun routes. And it's like, come on now, man. Have some class. Have some dignity. Be a man. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. If he has a bad game, he has a bad game. You know what I'm saying? You say, hey, he had a bad game. Where did he miss? He missed X, Y, and Z. But to come on and say, oh, a whole bunch of the Ravens' whole deep play stuff was bad, and what my assessment was, Lamar Jackson just missed a whole bunch of passes. That's so ridiculous, and I mean, absolutely crazy to say. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't like that, and I'm gonna call out everybody that does stuff like that. And I don't care if you say that I'm a Lamar apologist or whatever else like that. You'll be singing his amazing grace when we win the title. When everyone is saying, oh my God, he's really amazing, except for the media. You know, the media's going to paint it that it was the coaches and everybody that did it. Y'all going to be like, oh, man, he's so amazing. He's so great. And at that moment, you're going to remember all the crap that y'all said. And I'm going to sit there and be like, because I'm going to let y'all understand this now. I have a book of receipts. I'm an 80s baby. I got a Rolodex. And I got it ready, locked, loaded, and chambered, ready, because you guys have spread so much hate, especially before he got signed. I didn't forget nothing. So, y'all need to chill. Chill. Jonas Shaffer. Oh! You better chill. Chill like Mr. Freeze. Before you straight get out of here. But once again, it's another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you all for watching. I know we do. We have fun, we laugh, and everything over here. But everything we talk about is rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please remember, like, subscribe, to the notification bell, and leave a comment. When you leave a comment, just be respectful. That's literally all I ask. And there's no problems. All right. And if you would like to donate to this channel, bottom of the screen, QR code, that's to the Cash App. That's how we do donations. And you can find that Cash App in the description of every video that we do. And the name of the Cash App is $The Show. Also available as the Patreon. If you want extra access, behind the scenes, also contributing to the show, sweepstakes, all that stuff, that's how you do it. So please, if you do it, you can find the description of the videos also, and go and get that. It's a great deal. It's a great price, and it gives you a lot. But once again, this is the Wunderkind Show. His show is Nitro signing off, and as always, you guys know my slogan. Peace. Because I am out of here. Yerp.